From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here's Allen to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Steps away to his left. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
This is Hines. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Allen will try to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Hines. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nyheim Hines with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A quick throw there out to Williams. No gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down when his way it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Herbert now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. But Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit.
And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or really something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Herbert on 1st down now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that play.
The Chargers are going to continue on these playoffs as we